Hi, y'all. I'm Ginny. I'm a wellness advocate with doTERRA, and I'm here today to share with you how you can buy wholesale for your personal use or how you can earn with doTERRA if that's what you want to do. Um, Now, I have been with doTERRA for just over 3 years, and I've learned a lot about what doTERRA is, and I really want to share some information with you. And then shortly, I'll give you the information about how you can get that $100 free if you decide that you want to start using doTERRA too. So you can just sign up wholesale with doTERRA. That's an option. And a lot of people just buy wholesale. They just buy whenever they want. It's like a Costco membership. You know, you pay $35 US or you can pay $42 Canadian and you join doTERRA and then you can buy a product whenever you want. So just like Costco, you can just go into your back office and order whatever you need, except of course you're getting essential oils and wonderful doTERRA products. So even better than Costco, I think. Anyway, that is one option. And then there are other people who like to do doTERRA as a business, and that's what I'm doing. I love doing doTERRA. I quit law school and decided that this was more up my alley. This is something I am definitely more interested in. The people with doTERRA are wonderful, and we all have a common goal of making people look and feel well, to feel better, and fighting that medical industry and saying, hey, we can take care of a lot of this stuff ourselves, so we don't need to go to the doctor for every little thing. If we can just take care of ourselves and take care of our bodies and strengthen our immune systems, which is what we're trying to do, right? So right now, doTERRA is running wonderful specials. So they run specials all the time. And if you want to find out how you can get that $100 free, then I'm going to share this with you in just a few minutes. So we're going to keep this really short. You may also want to know why doTERRA. So why not some cheap brand? Why not Walmart, right? Lots of people sell essential oils, right? And essential oils are just essential oils. Aren't they the same? Well, the answer is no, they are not the same, not at all. So one of the things that you learn about doTERRA is that they test everything. They go around the world and they find the best plants to give them the very best oils. So their potency is really, really high. And they have great prices. When you're a regular with doTERRA, you can save, I'm saving 58% on all my products with doTERRA. So my oils, my hair care, my supplements, everything that I have with doTERRA, I am saving a fortune on. So I love it. And you can do that too. So the reason that doTERRA is so well known, and the reason you're seeing it now on the news, I just saw a show where they were talking about doTERRA oils being used for flus and colds and everything. So the reason you're seeing all that is because doTERRA has been found to be a very potent essential oil. And I try to explain the difference between potency this way. I live in California. So here we grow lavender year round, all the time. And if we were to extract oil from that lavender, we would find that that oil that is extracted from that lavender is not very potent. It's not going to do what we want it to do. And so traditionally with essential oils, what do we want lavender to do? We want it to be calming. We even sometimes a little bit sedating. We want it to, when we put a drop or two in a tub, we want it to make our bodies relax. We want to use it on bug bites to stop the itching, right? We want to use it on other things that itch our bodies and on cuts when they're healing and things to stop that itchy feeling, right? So that's what we want to use lavender for. And if you get a less expensive oil, you're going to find that you either need a lot more oil or it just doesn't have the intended result because it's just not potent enough. It doesn't have enough of that natural chemical that lavender is known for. So that's going to vary among different brands. The other thing you see when you see those really cheap oils at Walmart and things, a lot of people don't realize, but the law says that if an essential oil is less than, if it's less than 100% essential oil, pure essential oil, you can label it as pure essential oil. So you'll see things, by law, it's 25%. So if you have 25% essential oil or more in the product, you get to say that it is a pure essential oil. So until that changes, and I don't even know why that is there. Some of our laws really make absolutely no sense to me because I think they're set up to deceive consumers, and that's not fair. We're doing the best we can. We're trying to read the labels, and we just need some honest information out there so we can make, informed decisions about what we want to use in our bodies, on our bodies, whatever. So hopefully that'll change, but until then, that is the way it is. And unfortunately, it does make it hard for consumers to know what is a good product, what isn't. So you just have to kind of look at the company you're dealing with, look at the brands you're dealing with, talk to people that use the brands, and look at the company itself. What do they do? And I will say that with doTERRA, I love what they do. They have their Healing Hands Foundation, where they help people around the world. They're donating so much of their time and of their money to help people around the world. So that tells me, hey, this is a really great company. They're doing all this wonderful stuff for us. So, I think that's a wonderful thing. And so I want to be with a company like that, and I trust what they do. Because they do all this extra stuff. Most companies are just in it for the money, and they're not going to do all these other things. Now, I want to share also about all the other products that doTERRA has. So doTERRA doesn't just have essential oils. I mean, that's what y'all know it for, right? That's what doTERRA is that great essential oil stuff. But they also have supplements, they have beauty, they have spa, hair care, lots of different things. And best of all, in their other products, like their oils, it's all pure, and they're not using these toxic chemicals. So one of the things I noticed right off the bat, because this was very personally important to me, is they do not use fragrance. Artificial fragrance is a really big problem in our society because it is in almost everything. And a lot of people react to it. Now, I'm an extreme case because I react very extremely and very suddenly to it. So if I walk by somebody and they've got fragrant products on that have artificial fragrance in it, I will react. The mucus starts draining down my throat. And just thinking about it made that happen. Okay. And I'll get headaches. I'll get disoriented. And that's a really extreme reaction. Granted, most people don't have that kind of reaction. Most reactions are very mild. Most people don't even notice that they had a reaction to that fragrance. They don't think about it, and it's not strong enough for them to really pay attention to it. The fact is, petroleum derivatives that are in artificial fragrances, also labeled as parfum on bottles a lot of times, those things are drying. They're drying to the skin because that's what petroleum is. It's a drying product. And these chemicals do affect our bodies. They affect our hormones. They affect the balance in our bodies because our bodies do have to launch an assault. We need to protect ourselves. Our body says, oh, foreign ingredient, I don't recognize this. This isn't something I'm supposed to have in my body. And it just does its regular thing of kind of detoxifying and keeping it out of your body. And that seems to work very efficiently for a lot of people, but it's making your body work harder. So why work harder if you don't have to? Your body has plenty to do, believe me. So some of the other things that doTERRA has that I really love without that artificial stuff in it is they have the supplements. So supplements, absolutely adore their supplements. I use their PB Assist for my prebiotic, my probiotic. And that's something I just replaced what I was normally using because I was already using acidophilus. So I was able to just replace that and get them at a little bit better price with doTERRA, and something I definitely trust more because I actually don't know anything much about these other brands. I just get them on the store shelves. And then I saw with their Lifelong Vitality Pack, they have worked really hard to create a multivitamin pack that we can utilize and that is designed for the North American diet. What are the things that we're traditionally missing in our diets? And they did something really cool is they didn't put in a gazillion percentages of stuff. So you don't see things on there that are 1,000%, 2,000%. So in the supplement industry, a lot of companies do this. These vitamins, they want to make them sound like they're amazing. So they put in so many ingredients and they put in really high amounts of these ingredients. And these ingredients, these different vitamins, actually imbalance your body because your body just doesn't need that much. And so, if you get too much, a little bit too much, because you can't have it perfect, right? So you get a little too much of something, your body's going to rid itself of that excess. It's easier with water-soluble vitamins, of course, and then the oil-soluble vitamins, your body will work at getting rid of that excess too. So you don't want to have a bunch of extra stuff in your system that you don't need. And so doTERRA recognized that and doesn't put in 1,000% of this or 2,000% of that. Instead, they stay more in the just over 100%, 150% on certain things that your body can rid itself of easily to accommodate different people's, because our diets aren't all exactly the same, right? We all have a slightly different diet. So we can never get it exactly what we need for us, but we can at least get really close. So that Lifelong Vitality Pack is how they've done that. Now, my personal experience is I was not taking supplements. I'm 54 years old, and I thought I, eat a really good diet. I eat organic food, eat healthy food, and I figured my diet was really good, and I didn't need a multivitamin. And finally, I had one that I got with one of their doTERRA runs all kinds of specials where they give away free stuff. So one month they gave away a free Lifelong Vitality Pack. It's sitting there in my cabinet, and finally I look at it and say, you know what? It's free. I'm not going to do anything with it, so why don't I just try it? So I went ahead and I tried using it, and I've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia and narcolepsy. And I've had pretty good success with the oils at keeping my symptoms at bay, but I still had a lot of trouble with fatigue and a little bit of the sleeping issues that are related to narcolepsy. Um, and so I went on the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I need to say at first it seemed like it wasn't doing a lot. Like the first week or so, it wasn't doing much, and then slowly it seemed to me that I was getting, more and more energy, and I was feeling pretty good. But I graduated in psychology, and I graduated in the research realm of psychology. So I like experiments, I like researching things, and I like making sure that that's really what's causing it, because it could be so many other things. I mean, maybe I just ate different that month, or it was just a month of the year that just happens to be a good month for me. Maybe it was warmer out. I don't know what other things could affect it. So I went off of it to see if that was indeed the reason I felt better. And it took about a week before I realized I was feeling worse. So it did take some time, I guess, for the vitamins to leave my system. I'm not sure how all that works, but I started to notice again, I was getting tired and everything. And so I went back on them. And I've done that a few times in my, what I call my self-testing, like me, the guinea pig, and trying to make it as, do it enough times that I know that that really is the reason I was feeling better, and that it wasn't something else in my environment or something else external that was causing that. And so I am definitely convinced. And I think most people, when they try it, they also are convinced. I haven't seen anybody that starts taking it and actually takes it for a month, like they're supposed to every single day, and then says, yeah, it did no difference at all for me. I would be surprised if I would find anybody like that. Everybody seems to love it. And doTERRA believes in it so much that if you buy one and you use it for a month and you feel like it did nothing, they will actually refund you your money on that entire pack. So great way to try a wonderful multivitamin. And I wish I'd had that in college, because my diet in college was really bad. I mean, I had no money, so I was living on chocolate bars and hot dogs and macaroni and cheese probably. So those were the cheap things, right? So those are the things I pretty much was using. And I did that for, a good long time while I was in my college years. I would have done so much better if I'd been on some kind of multivitamin like this that would have made me feel better, given me more energy, and I probably could have done even better, right? It'd been awesome. So anyway, something to definitely think about. Now I am, like I said, I'm 54 years old, and my hair, I think, looks wonderful. I have very long hair. It's past my waist. It's pretty thick. And I've been able to maintain that with the doTERRA products. I think my hair looks better now than it did a few years ago. So I started using the doTERRA shampoo. I use their conditioner and the root to tip serum. And I find that that really helps my hair. So I do love those products as well. I love their laundry products. And again, I'm saving a lot of money on these products. So I could be buying some whatever brand at the store, but I'm finding that these are really good products. And so definitely worth a shot to see if they work for you as well as they do for me. And hopefully you'll find that that they do work as well for you. And I do also love their beauty and spa products. Again, in my 50s, the wrinkles are coming, definitely. And I'm in California, so you can imagine how much time I have spent in the sun. It's actually been a lot of time. And I love the sun. I love to just lay in the sun because it feels great. I read books in the sun. I go to baseball games in the sun. And as a youngster, I did not protect my skin. Pretty lazy, I think. I just didn't use anything. I didn't really care. I wasn't very vain. I didn't care how I looked, really. So I didn't bother with it. And so now, as an older adult, those things are starting to really show. So I like using the doTERRA products to help. It's definitely helping to, minimize the wrinkles more and more. So we'll see how that goes. I'm still in testing mode on that because, like I said, I like to test and retest. I haven't been using them very long. But I will keep doing that, and then I'll get back to you on what I think and what things seem to work for me, and then hopefully other people will have a chance to enjoy those as well. So now let's move on. We want to figure out how to get that $100 free, right? So if you've been interested in joining doTERRA, you've been thinking about it and you've been procrastinating, because we like to do that. Americans, Canadians, we're all really good at procrastinating, I think. So anyway, at some point you have to just make a decision of, hey, you know what? I'm just going to try to clean up my life, get rid of the toxins in my life, and get something, inexpensive that I can use to make my life better. And that would be doTERRA. So, you know, there's other places you may think that you can get doTERRA. There's Amazon and eBay. I've seen doTERRA items on there. I know for a fact, and I've actually tested this too, because like I said, I am big in testing. And I have bought some things that I know were not real. I got an oil that was diluted. It was obvious it was diluted. It was diluted with coconut oil, which was a very poor dilution because that's really obvious. So somebody didn't know what they were doing really well there. And I have seen, you know, other people have told me, and I've seen other oils that just look off when you get them through those channels. So, you know, when you want to be sure the products that you're taking, if you're taking it internally or using it on your skin, you want to make sure it's real. Then you want to get it from your own account. Then it gets sent from doTERRA to you. All your shipping, it can be refunded in product credits so that you're not, you know, spending money on shipping. It's pretty fast. So, you know, that's a great way to do it. Now, how you get that $100 free is you actually enroll in doTERRA, and when you enroll, you place a 100 PV order, and then you get the code, and with that code, you can get on that program, and you create a loyalty rewards template. Now, this is a template that says, hey, this is what I want to get in February. And that template should be 100 PV as well. So you buy 100 PV in January, and PV is very similar to actual price. There's just some items that have low PV, like diffusers and things. So you do want to make sure it's 100 PV, but it should be close to $100 as well. And then you set up your template, and you place an order in February. It'll be on your template for 100 PV. And then as soon as you place that order, you get your $100 in free credit and the shipping added to your site, where you can just use them to buy stuff. And then if you decide that you don't want to be on a monthly program anymore, and you don't want to get the extra percentage you get on the monthly program, then you simply cancel that. And then you can just buy, you know, every few months, once a year, whatever you want, but you'll get that $100 free. So to do that, you would need to get a code from me. That code changes every day. So I am, you know, giving you the code right now online doesn't make any sense because it's going to change every day. So you want to reach out to me if you want that code so that you can sign up and get that $100 free. Now, when you're a wholesale account, you can get access to the buy one, get one free specials. You get the monthly specials. So like this month, the special is that if you order before January 15th, you get a free frankincense. Now, frankincense is a $93 US dollar bottle of oil. That is a really expensive oil. It's used for so many things. I just used it on my dog because he had a bacterial infection on his back. It's working wonderfully. I use it on my face because it's an anti-aging oil. I use it on cuts and scrapes. I diffuse it if I need to focus. So, and it's being used in a lot of medical protocols too. So a lot of people love frankincense. So you can get that free bottle if you simply place a 200 PV order. So if you decide you want to enroll this month by the 15th with a 200 PV order, you get a free bottle of frankincense. You get your $200 worth of stuff you ordered. You also, if you order another 100 PV next month, then you get $100 back and your shipping credits back too. So that is a really big, huge savings. And all this is done at wholesale. So you're not even paying retail to begin with. So I can't imagine why anybody would pay retail on products like this when there's so many things that you can get. You can replace a lot of the products you currently are using, your toothpaste, whatever. So if you're interested in doing this and you want to get that $100 free and you want to have, you know, access to doTERRA at wholesale and all their specials and the buy one, get one free specials and the monthly specials and whatever you want from that, then contact me. So I can be reached at, if you want to text me, that might be easiest because you can text me and I'll be happy to share this code with you so that you can go ahead and do this right away or whenever you want. My text number is 760-689-2784. If you want to call me because you have more questions, call from US or Canada toll free. It's 800-939-0701. And if you're seeing this, you probably saw me on Facebook. So at my Healthy Body Head to Toe Facebook page, you can just message me if you want to get the code that way, or you contact me by email. All that information is on my Facebook site. So lots of different ways to reach out to me. And if you're just, if you're still in the procrastination mode, that's okay. Just keep asking questions, keep learning. Keep coming back to see us and see the different specials and offers that we have, and keep learning about essential oils and about natural products so that you can enjoy them as much as the rest of us do. So I really appreciate everybody for attending this meeting, and I am so glad you came, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, all.